Alright, hey, so Jabron back here again. And what we're going to do, we're going to continue with our air sealing. So right now we're going to look at address a window. So we have a downstairs window here, you see to my left. And this window has a couple issues with it. Now I definitely can feel the air coming in, right? It's leaky. And I know the issue, I already kind of know the issues with this window. The storm window's not installed properly. Although it's an outside shutter, this down storm shutter, it's still air is able to just move through that regardless, you know, without the storm window being secured in there really well. And then we also have an inside issue. So I'll show you our inside issue. And this inside issue, and I'll zoom in, is that the window actually doesn't come down all the way like it needs to. So might be a little bit difficult to see, but we don't get in here so we can see what I'm talking about. So this space, it's a fairly good space right here. Like, that's significant. Like, you can see my finger being able to pinch in there, and I can actually feel the cold air. I can feel the cold air coming in, right? So that's real cold air infiltrating, and therefore you would expect this room to definitely be a few degrees off where it should be, just because you have that much cold air coming in. I can feel it even without a wet hand test. I can feel that air, and that gap is fairly substantial, right? And so that the window's down as far pretty much it goes. Now it's a couple things you usually can do to help this. You can put the weather stripping on the bottom of the window so that when you close the window, those either the foam cell weather strips or they have some other ones, but usually it's like a foam and you can get different thicknesses and densities so it can like smash down. And so the idea is that to close down and keep that air from coming up. But I imagine even in this case that would help, but you still want to address this gap here. And so one way to address this gap is using rope caulk. So rope caulk is a way we can address this linear feature, this linear gap along the window. There's air coming in all there, right? So what we want to do is we're going to get our rope caulk. Now before we do the rope caulk, just to kind of give you an idea, we say, well, yeah, you can feel the air, but say if it was small and it wasn't that much of a gap. So I have here is a simple infrared gun. This infrared gun, just kind of, we can see just the temperature difference. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom out. And I'm going to take a couple shots with the infrared gun, just get some temperature readings. So this spot here, I'm going to shoot. Now this is outside. You see the molding here. This is our window ledge right below, right there. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take some temperature readings along this path here, and then we'll also take some along the bottom. All right. So we'll do the side here, and then we'll move down to the bottom. Now you can't see my point that I'm aiming, but you might be able to see a little bit dot on the screen. And if you can, good. But I'm going to try to go into view so you can actually see the temperature. So right now, we're looking like 60.8, so 61 degrees we call it. And just move out. You probably can hear in the background actually the furnace is kicked in. And ironically, the vent is right beneath this window. So 60, I'm moving away, and I'm moving towards the molding, and I'm moving away from the molding. And I'm going to go down. So we're going to shoot underneath, and I'm just holding it, so it's just constantly taking an average, like scanning read. So you can see that point. And I'm going to go across that bottom. See, temperature is a little bit lower, but 60, so still in that 60, 61. So 59.5, 60, 61 over there. All right. So now, next, just for comparison, because we already know we have an air leakage problem, serious one. I'm just gonna take a shot right here on the ledge, actually. and we'll hit the molding also. So we'll start with the molding. You can see where I'm at the molding. So the molding's close to being what it was on the wall, but now we're gonna hit this ledge. Now what you notice is as soon as we get on the ledge and start shooting across, observe that temperature difference. So now we're looking at 58. .7, 58.5, 56.5. Let me just reposition so you can see. And again, if you can't see, that's 55 is reading. 55.9, 56, 56.3. Again, this is along this window ledge. And the highest one was like 58. And I think that might be influenced because we have a lamp over here that's adding a little additional heat. So that's probably like not really even more accurate. So really, you're talking about almost a 4 to 5 degree swing, and so definitely applying some rope caulk here would definitely help. And then the second thing we'll do is we're going to actually apply a window kit to this window. All right, so let's do the rope caulk. Just have my rope caulk here. Just gonna take it out. It comes in a roll, so it's a nice roll. And the idea is that you can see you have these multiple strips. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strips, so 6 strips. And the idea is that you use as much as you need for the thickness or the width of that airspace you're trying to seal up, the gap, wherever that may be. It could be along the side of the molding or the window, or it could be on the outside, but wherever you're trying to apply this, the idea is to take as many of these individual lines, individual little rolls, and combine as many as you need to get the thickness you need. So without even checking,